I should confirm this. Many tickets are not closed, and we don't know how to make the developer work on this. On the other side, the developer made many useful things. For example, a CPI is able to patch the kernel on the fly. So you see, we can change something in the kernel, and we don't need the source code for this. And the support of embedded controller was improved. So new CPI should work better on notebooks, but we should make more testings. This depends on the users. What was new in this year? For example, printing subsystem was improved. Now you can attach printer to your computer via USB, and it should work. There was we created small site for students. We are accumulating small tools, source codes for students, so they can. Our goal is catch the students so they can create something useful for eComStation, port something or discuss eComStation. During this year, Paul Schmedley updated C compiler, Qt4 toolkit was ported. It opens the door for several hundred of applications from Windows and Linux. Toolkit for native applications was updated, and there are 2 new shareware products: DVD toys to burn DVD disk and virtual keyboard for USB touch screens and for people which write text or messages for another language. About networking, Samba server was improved, and there were some releases of clients. So heavy debug, the developers debugged the network part of eComStation. As I said, now we can patch the kernel via CPI, so the suspend resume was improved. Some DLLs was updated, for example, Unicode DLL, so your programs like cMonkey or PM123 player work better on multiprocessor computers. One more important feature, if the name of file contains some dots, this file is not detected as MP3 file, yes? But now Mensis will release new version with fixed problem. So now you can use Workplace Shell more often. We open promo sites, for example, eComStation TV with collection of movies about eComStation, and Mensis is spending time to find large customers. They published an offering for companies which create software for solutions based on eComStation. That's all. The most important news you could see. And what happens with computers today? We can compare the market of computers with car industry or airplane industry. As you remember, there was a stage when people were manufacturing self-made cars in the garage. Many people were working on this, yes, and 100 of years passed, and now we have only several large companies corporations which create cars. And today we have a stagnation, no fresh ideas, only small improvements. The same with airplanes. Many people started to create airplanes. Later there was stage of consolidation, and again no significant changes. The same happens with computers. we don't know how the manufacturers of computers don't know how to improve PC computer. Of course, there are some improvements. For example, there is progress with graphical adapters. This is useful for tomography, but eComStation doesn't participate in this competition. There are many netbooks, ultramobile computers, more touch screens, multi-touch mouses, so there are some changes, and we should follow these changes. Or for example, several years ago, Intel published the specification of USB 3.0 standard. And look, during the summer there was only one motherboard from ASUS. In September, hard disk web camera. And in October, you see more motherboards, adapters, hard disks. So even if Intel is not going to support USB standard, new USB standard, there will be many more and more devices appear. How to make eComStation successful? The main goal is attract new users, because all old users have bought all software, so the developers don't have resources to continue the development. So the first goal is attract new users. Advertisement via TV doesn't work, because this kind of product can be advertised on TV. Of course, there is advertisement in Google web browser or in Google system. Sometimes we are trying to post news to computer sites, but it's not so easy. There was idea to label computers with eComStation PC logo, but seems that resellers are not able to support this idea. So eComStation PC idea doesn't work. Or one more method: simply publish many screenshots of eComStation and movies in the internet. So this allows catch random users in the internet. But if you try to find some screenshots, it's not so easy. Yes, screenshots about eComStation, and all screenshots are gray and not colorful. So you see, it's our mistake of the community, and we should change this. Other method: publish demo CD, but again, this method works only if the user knows what he's searching. And other problem, demo CD is not so fun and interesting now. It should be improved. We are going to try one more method, how to increase the population. We will publish simple reviews how to read email via Google Mail, or how to use search engines, how to burn DVDs. So you can print some sections from this book and give to your child or parents, and this may increase population a bit. Do you agree, yes, that we don't have description how to make simple work with the eComStation? That's why the population doesn't increase. One more idea, direction of work: attract new young developers, because all developers have problems with the health. They are maintaining old projects, so the only thing we can do: publish more technical information in DevCon site, and create the templates of applications and drivers. But it's not so easy to attract developers. The common idea how to make this system useful, it simply should be equipped with some technologies. So this will make the system different from the competitors. There were some unique drivers in our system, some useful applications, workplace shell extenders. So we have some technologies, but not all technologies are supported, and it's necessary to publish more reviews. For example, I don't know, let's visit internet. Okay. There is a workplace shell class, eCobject. Useful classes. It tells us what is the purpose of this class. Wait a moment. For example, you want collect data from user, yes, and there is no need to write programs for this. You should simply take the class eCobject, describe the pages of the Merlin notebook, and that's all. The class will collect the information by itself. All these entry fields, all buttons, it works itself. No need to develop programs, and it's a good technology, but it's not. We have English description of this class, but we don't promote it, and this is our mistake. So, of course, eComStation should have technologies to attract companies and users. How to make eComStation successful? For example, I offer to Mensis include some programs. For example, smart house utilities, so you can manage. You can see the temperature in your house or use more remote controls. If our system has such, if it is oriented on smart house, it may attract more attention and more users. Or for example,
Eugene, wasn't there already something on smart house in OS2 many years ago, X10 or something?
Yes, there was something, but
not developed that way.
I understand that this topic is very wide. There are many protocols or other companies accumulated large experience in this area, and we have zero utilities, yes, programs. I simply want to tell that we should select a new area, new feature for eComStation, and equip eComStation and make it attractive.
New markets.
Yes, for new markets. Or for example, include Twitter client, or other operating systems simply include additional multimedia package, yes. Or for example, it may be interesting idea, include some applications to oriented on the health of people, so you can input your, I don't know, diabetics, yes. Diabetics can input data, or you can watch your biorhythms, I don't know. We simply should make something extraordinary with the CD1. Or other method how to change the situation, support more interfaces. For example, Qt Photo Toolkit will help to eComStation, but make some damage, of course. Or for example, we can port libraries from Android, because in several years this platform may become very popular. So,
for my clarification, that you would take applications and APIs and code from Android and port it to run eComStation? Or would this be an interface from eComStation to Android?
Yes, I mean that we have many tools here in eComStation,
Yeah.
and more people create something for Android. So
Okay,
all
so
we
you
have,
would then port it over to use it on eComStation.
and
Something's already written.
and we have compatibility with Android. So the applications are available on our platform. So yes, but the idea was initial idea declare our system as platform for development of Android applications. But it's stupid idea. But it was an initial suggestion. One more method attract people with iCandy desktop, and there is some activity here. More PM controls, icons, extenders. You know, there are some news sometimes about the updates of this software. Of course, we should bring more pictures to the desktop because it's not very vivid. Or some people offer put eComStation to virtual machine and run this on Linux host. Of course, this may simplify the development of drivers. No need to create drivers, but seems that this will kill eComStation because if we move eComStation to virtual machine, there is no way back. The developers of drivers and programs simply will go away because if no small rewards of salaries, there is no need to stay here. So simply to keep developers in eComStation, we should keep eComStation a real system. Other important suggestion: create a catalog of software, because today every user goes to internet, he should find news. There are more than we have 20 sites or more with news, so it's not easy to find news about software. You should download, install manually, so users should make work. And some of people visit internet eComStation sites only one time per month, so that's why the developers don't get enough feedback, and users usually have old software, versions of software, and in such conditions it's impossible to accelerate eComStation. That's why it's necessary to create catalog of software, so you get all news about software updates on the desktop. For example, small widget will tell you that 50 applications were updated during the last month. So the news should come to user directly, and this can improve the situation with the eComStation. I asked several groups of developers what are the plans. For example, Mensis will release one more version of eComStation with printers support and Samba server. Alex Taylor, he is living in Japan now. He is working on MPTS replacement. So he is working on eComStation. Mensis knows about the problems with the restrictions related to hardware disks. We can't use large hard disk, yes, larger than 2 terabytes, and your bootable hard disk should be less.
I thought you could use hard disk larger than 2 terabytes, but you cannot make a partition on the hard disk larger than 2 terabytes.
Maybe.
Yeah, and not larger than 512 gig if it's a bootable one. Yeah. So it's still a restriction we have.
Yes, and users know, old users know these restrictions and they can live with this, but new users don't understand, don't like these restrictions. We'll simply return eComStation back to the reseller. Our group should spend resources to update frozen applications, and we should make more utilities. And as usual, we are working on several new applications for end users. NetLabs will update VirtualBox after they finish Qt4 runtime. Yes. Yes, let's talk about eComStation 3.0. Of course, the eComStation 2.0 is not released, but to get something in 1 or 2 years, we should discuss this today. For example, it's clear that a CPI is the engine of eComStation because it influences on drivers, on the kernel, so all resources are invested into this driver, and the developers of a CPI push all other developers of device drivers. There will be more runtimes, more libraries for developers, because the standard API doesn't allow you make large programs. If you have small details, you can create only small program, and if you have large components, you can create more powerful applications. Maybe it's necessary to create notification system for users, or for example, implement and replace config sys with implement a front end for config sys changes. It's very important to have eComStation on all popular languages. Now, eComStation 2.0 should be released on 9 languages. You see European languages, Chinese, and the translators are working during 2 years on the translations. So, of course, this gives large perspectives for eComStation. It's clear that all new applications should be multi-language because users, for example, from France don't like English messages, I think so. If you see something on different language, this makes you work without pleasure. So all applications should be multi-language, and the only thing we can do here, publish the list of translators, so users can contact translators and help them with translation and request translation of new programs. So we will publish the list of the translators. Drivers. First of all, we should make the driver for SATA controllers, because more and more computers have SATA controllers without compatible mode. So you can't use eComStation anymore. So it's very critical. Maybe let's see what will happen with USB 3.0 standard. Maybe it's time to start development of this driver. Panorama VESA, there are plans to create accelerated driver, for example, for Intel video adapters, but current plan fix some problems in Panorama VESA, because to increase speed and compatibility. And other task, CPI for eComStation supports standard 3.0, and Intel published the next standard. So this is the plan. I repeat again and again that we should accumulate all our knowledge how to synchronize eComStation with mobile devices, because every person today has several mobile phones, and of course we can't implement industry standards. We should simply start with simple utilities and step by step create libraries, and only later update this subsystem. But you see, it's necessary to start from simple tasks. Installer, one of the suggestions, users need system information before installer. People want to see the list of PCI devices to see the conflicts, and this system information will be useful if you buy a new computer in the shop. You insert CD and it will show is it supported or not. Other suggestion was implement download of updates from the internet in this installer, because many components are outdated. Moreover, users need utility to clone eComStation to other volume with other drive letter. And Steven Levin created a small script to do this, and essentially converted from Perl to C or Rex. Security. Of course, we have a security subsystem. Yes, it was developed, but it is not installed with the eComStation. So again, I repeat that it's necessary to make simple protection for eComStation. Else you can't keep eComStation in a large office or in a public place. eComStation license is very expensive, so the only way to fix this problem include more applications to make eComStation more valuable. So we are collecting the ideas from users on this site, what to include to CD1, to CD2. It's very important to, if you want to make eComStation successful. Today you have many documents on your computer. Yes, we all are accumulating data for years, so it's not easy to find files, documents. So of course one of the methods use search plus utility, but on the other side we should, it's necessary use indexation of files, and Yuri Dario created a class, workplace shell folder based on Beagle. You input what you want to find, and it will find the files using indexed in this database. It's time to implement this feature on eComStation desktop. Internet applications. In the past we had only several utilities. In the last few years we got more internet radio players, more widgets, yes, which collect information from internet, for example, weather or pictures, and users need more and more internet applications. Area of eComStation usage. Today you can use eComStation in Office, Skytech Labs, and multimedia, of course, for basic tasks. And you can use eComStation for games or design. And what can I tell? That we simply should extend these areas of usage, because this is the only way to survive. eComStation works on standard computers, notebooks, netbooks, servers. So you see the area of usage is not small. And I think that we should spend more efforts to find students, yes, so they will make more programs with small technologies inside, and make eComStation more valuable. And this is the main area, Skytech. some programs to control hardware or some algorithms, and of course multimedia and office may be improved. And again I repeat, there is site for students, and there was a suggestion to write small review how to study Rex in school, so small children can use Rex to move objects on the desktop or to learn programming. Yes, I don't know what children are learning in your schools, how to use Office suites or how to input text in Word. When I was, I think that in some countries this may be, some children can learn Rex. Of course, this depends on the school and the teacher. I continue to talk about software. It's very difficult to tell what do we need, which programs, yes, because we can't duplicate all Windows software. There are hundreds, thousands of useful programs. So what do users need? Simply automate operations, because for example, if you want print invoice, now you should make many steps, and of course we need more simple program. You input data about the customer and press one button. So we should look at other operating system and automate everything in eComStation. This is the way how to which applications to create. Or for example, other request, users need Notepad to keep different information, pictures, texts. Some users keep this data in Google Mail account in draft folder. Other people create many subdirectories, and all these methods are wrong. Of course, we need a notepad. Maybe some of you know other extensions for Firefox to keep this data. No? So keep in mind that we need a notepad for different information, for mixed information. Or again, more users want to create small sites simply to keep photo gallery, small forum, and main page. And I tell about this task because it will give many useful libraries and utilities. Users need personal databases because Sundial Systems doesn't sell software, and it's not very easy to use MySQL. So this program is very important too. Other question: do we need more PMView-like applications, or is it possible to create Photoshop? I think that we need more viewers of the pictures simply to keep internal competition. And talking about Photoshop, of course it's impossible to create Photoshop, but we always need small editors. For example, create GIF animation or create PNG file with transparency. So yes, it's impossible to create Photoshop, but it's necessary to make some small programs. Some users need SIP phone. One developer tried to port SIP phone, and it works with uncompressed WAV files. So it's possible to use SIP. It was implemented, yes, but it's not published. So
why was it not published? Is it because it wasn't ready for release, and as in it was only a beta, or
because
why did they not try to publish it?
all developers have some bugs in their heads. Some of them create program but keep in the garage.
Yeah. They
So-
don't want to release it because they're not happy it's fully working.
No, the developer simply doesn't want get support requests, I think.
Okay.
But of course, I'm going push him. Maybe he will release it, or maybe it's necessary offer him a reward. So maybe this will be interesting for him, because commercial solutions are not. There are only 1 or 2 companies in the world which create commercial SIP phones, and they can create eComStation version. You get a USB device, you attach to computer, and this solution is possible only if you have large population. But our population is small, it's impossible order this solution. One more thing I want to remind. It's necessary to improve the most popular applications. For example, Firefox is very slow, yes, for startup. Or for example, if you want to use OpenOffice in Firefox and Lotus Smart Suite, all these 3 programs don't fit to the memory. And how to fix this problem? Simply recompile OpenOffice as static. There are many DLL files in OpenOffice, and it's necessary to compile everything as one large .exe file. This can resolve some troubles. So it's necessary to collect these bugs, these problems in the most popular applications and make developers fix this. Usually I talk about roles. Yes, I draw a cycle of people, and of course you are not obligated to make something, but all of us should know that what is the role and what is the importance of your role. Now I can only let's talk only about, for example, developers.
Eugene, could you please mind the time?
It's over.
10 minutes.
So I will publish this text as article, so you can read frequently asked questions and other details. That's all. Or I can scroll quickly. Developers, companies. It's strange that people don't want to invest money into software. For example, Christian, I would like to ask you why no OS2 Voice, why no new editions of OS2 Voice magazine?
Pretty simple, no articles.
But
No articles, no newsletter.
But you are the editor, and you should, I think, you should.
Yeah, I'm an editor. I'm not an author in that regard. I don't have to fill in for the lack of commitment in the community. I've done that for some time, but there's a point where you have simply haven't been known. And it's certainly not going to happen anymore.
Maybe you will publish small articles, 5 lines of text. No? Simply continue to make announcements of OS2 Voice, and if you don't publish announcements at all, no chances to reanimate the magazine. Okay, you are right, it's very difficult to find new articles, but we should simply recommend to the fans to create some sites and to write reviews. For example, developers need Bluetooth support, and there was an announcement about Wi-Fi Direct. When you can, this is a new standard, you can connect devices. The devices can connect each other between, you see, direct Wi-Fi connections between devices. So maybe we don't need Bluetooth drivers, simply improve Wi-Fi drivers a bit. It's not difficult to support USB touch screens, multi-touch mouses, web cameras. It's necessary only select one model of this device and make small investments, and it's enough. One of the problems, poor quality of software for eComStation. It's very easy to answer why this happens, because every developer should spend much time to system bugs and or bugs in other libraries. So he spends time to experiments testing, not to resolve his tasks. In any case, it's necessary to keep internal competition and publish more guidelines, more template libraries. So there are some suggestions how to improve quality. I think guidelines is the most important of suggestion. Other question: is it possible to develop system using patching only? Of course, it's a very complex question, but many problems may be resolved if we patch kernel via CPI or replace DLLs with fake DLLs. So many bugs may be fixed. So the final slide. Of course, PC computers are changing, and eComStation should follow these changes, and we always have a chance to win. For example, let's create good port of USB 3.0 driver. So even if we have poor USB 2.0 driver, we always have a chance with new driver. Or, for example, in the past there was slogan, we need many shareware programs every year, but it seems that the community is unable to create this. So we should spend more efforts to improve quality of programs. One of the main problems, users don't promote eComStation. No screenshots, no reviews. You see, users play a very important role. It's not enough only to buy software. You should make additional efforts. Message should make some work. For example, declare the list of tasks, the list of programs, because they get many requests from the customers, and they know better what to develop. And we will try to collect small success stories from users about usage of eComStation at home. What good idea. It's very difficult to write reviews of programs, yes, reviews of technologies, but it's very cheap to get some interviews from developers or active users. Or, for example, collect small success stories from users. Maybe you can try collect these small texts and publish in OS2 Voice.org site. So the final idea: eComStation community is a large corporation, and all people should work like all together, like one company. That's all. Do you have questions? Yeah, of course, many people helped me with ideas. Not helped me. I was making simple questions, and people were suggesting me what to write in this presentation. So that's all. Of course, this presentation describes perfect situation, perfect eComStation, yes, and sometimes we don't have ideas how to improve eComStation, but somebody should publish all these ideas and guidelines how to work. No questions?
Eugene, one quick question. How large is eComStation? How many people work for that?
I don't know. I think
These people or more?
10 people, but some people.
Because I'm very impressed at how many programs are appearing on eComStation.eu, which I think is your website. There are many applications there.
First of all, of course, we don't have income from the eComStation, but small rewards, $20 or $50, always push one person to work during 1 week, for example. So we never publish our software as free, but shareware sellings help us to survive, simply because we work like a commercial company. Of course, all these people have main job and are working only in the evening or during weekends. Yes, all these people are different. For example, Glassman, he was maintaining PM1 to 3 player, but now he is spending more time to eComStation. He is working the full day, and he made some fixes for eComStation and DVD Toys program. So it's real to make people work full time. Or for example, this person, he's making solutions for oil industry. Yes, you could see. Let's make. He doesn't have a share in eComStation, but he is interested in the success, so he is participating in the discussions. Solutions. Where is the oil? You could see these pictures, but it was a native program, yes. No, I don't know how to increase. And now this program depends on Java, but golden code Java is not perfect, and Inatec Java is poor. So in this, some computers work with the eComStation, and Windows computer makes sound, plays sound, etc. So yes.
So you have of those people, they work on different parts and different
Yes.
applications. I just think it's actually impressive that there is a team, even maybe however many, 7 or 8 people, that are working on eComStation applications, because
you see,
it's very rare we see it.
All these people have different knowledge, different experience, and only when you combine all these people, they create something.
Yeah.
Okay.